Sometime after settling in Canaan, a severe famine grips the land. So Abraham's family moved to Egypt for a short time. During this trip, Abraham introduced his wife Sarah as his sister to the Egyptians, rather than as his wife in order to avoid trouble. Pharaoh, the Egyptian leader, then took Sarah as his wife. It was only because the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abraham's wife, that Sarah was returned to Abraham. Abraham is given bounty by the Pharaoh for all his troubles, and the family then returns from Egypt with Abraham's nephew Lot. Now at this time, both Lot and Abraham had large herds of cattle, and their herdsmen quarreled over their pasturelands. At Abraham's suggestion, the two decided to separate. Abraham gave Lot his choice of land. Lot chose the more fertile, well-watered site, the Jordan River Valley, as opposed to the rocky hill country, failing to take into account the character of the Canaanite inhabitants. It's after Lot settles in Sodom that 5 Canaanite cities rebelled against their 4 Mesopotamian overlords. To quell the Canaanite uprising, 4 Mesopotamian kings led by Chedorlaomer launch a campaign to reassert their control over the region. The campaign culminated in a battle in the Siddim Valley, and Abraham's nephew Lot, who was living in Sodom, was captured and carried off by the Mesopotamian forces. Abraham headed a strong military force by this time, as he is called, Abram the Hebrew, the first mention of the term Hebrew in the Bible. When Abraham was informed of Lot's capture, Abraham and over 300 of his men pursued the 4 kings to the city of Dan, where they launched a nighttime attack and recaptured Lot. Abraham's army subsequently repels Chedorlaomer's forces, and they flee north of Damascus. Abraham is greeted by a mysterious character named Melchizedek of Salem and given a hero's welcome. The king of Sodom then offers Abraham a deal, but rather than keep his rightful spoils of victory, Abraham returns all the goods plundered by the invaders. Abraham's rejection of the offer made by the king of Sodom powerfully affirms that he is depending on God and not on human kings or their gifts in order to become a great nation and acquire a great name. Abraham and Lot again go their separate ways. Lot returns to Sodom and sets the stage for one of the most infamous stories in the entire Bible.